Yo, yo. Yo, yo, what's up? Whoever's there, what's up? What's up? What's up, Apple Ricky? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Hard Talk Wednesdays. What episode is it? 76, I think. What's up, Apple Ricky? How you doing? Let me see. Apple Ricky says, Frank, pray for me to hope Keith Sutherland will be at Creepy IE-Con next year so I can meet him. Yeah, that'll be cool. I hope so, Apple Ricky. I hope so. Apple Ricky says, want to know something wild that I found in the school bathroom? What is it? What did you find in the school bathroom? Apple Ricky says, I found on the floor and literal turd next to the toilet. I feel bad for whoever cleaned that up. Yeah, that's the janitor's job. That's the janitor's job. That does suck. That does suck. That does suck. Hey, but what's up, whoever there is watching? My name is Frank. This is Hollywood Horror Film Club. Today is Hard Talk Wednesdays episode, I think 86 or something like that. 87. But yeah, what's up, guys? Please like and subscribe to the channel. Smash the thumbs up, all that good stuff right there. And let's let some more people join up. Let's let some more people join up right there. What did everyone do this weekend? I mean, what is everyone planning on doing this weekend? Let me know in the chat, guys. What is everyone planning on doing this weekend? Apple Ricky says, I feel bad for that janitor having to touch human feces. I know that sucks. Being a janitor is one of the worstest jobs, I think. It's an easy job, but it's like, I mean, it's kind of easy, but like you still got to do a lot of nasty stuff. You know what I mean? So that sucks, you know. That's what sucks about being a janitor. That's what sucks about being a janitor. Hey, Apple Ricky, or being a plumber? Yeah, that too. Anything that has to do with bathrooms and stuff, I wouldn't want to work it. Apple Ricky, how's Dahmer coming along? Your Jeffrey Dahmer series, YouTube series. How's that coming along? Hey, I'll be back. Give me a second, all right? I'm going to drop the link on my Instagram. Back, Apple Ricky. I'm back. Apple Ricky says, still working on it. Apple Ricky says that person has balls to do that. Yeah, that sucks. That's a horrible job. That is a very horrible job. I would not want to do that job. I would not want to do that job. That's crazy though, huh? That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Let me start looking up what I'm going to be reading about right here today. Let me start looking up some of that movie news. Man, there's like a lot of news, bro. A lot happened this week. A lot happened this week, bro. A lot happened this week that is just like unbelievable. Apple Ricky says, would you rather be homeless or work as that? Now, I would rather be a janitor, though, to be honest. I would rather be a janitor than being homeless. I would still rather be a janitor than to be homeless. I have some friends that are homeless, and it's just not a pretty, it's not a pretty picture, you know? It's not a pretty picture, Apple Ricky. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. Yes, we're up to 16, guys. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, guys, so more people can join us here on the live stream. Let's get it up to 20, everyone. We're almost there. We're like 3 away. I think like 4. Yeah, like 4. We're like 4 away. Casizano says, what's up, Frank? How are you doing this hump day? I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great, Cosplayzano. How are you doing this Wednesday as well, bro? I hope everything's good for you. I think you're still in Florida, right? Yeah, man, if you are, man, stay safe, bro. Hell yeah, glad to hear from you, Cosplayzano. How do you like the background? Look at the TV I got going on. Look at the background. It looks awesome, right? The Halloween 3. Yeah, but yeah, Cosplayzano, glad to see you here, bro. What are you planning on doing this weekend, Cosplay? Everyone in the live chat, whoever's here, what are y'all planning on doing this weekend? What are y'all planning on doing this weekend? We're finishing Halloween Ends this weekend, me and my crew. I just want to know what y'all going to be doing this weekend. Hell yeah. Hey, and Halloween is coming up. I was at Spirit Halloween yesterday as well. I was looking for the Ghostface 30th anniversary costume. I wasn't able to find it. I was very disappointed. And then I wanted to go to the next Spirit Halloween. But it was like way across town. And by the time we got there, it was going to be closed. So I was just so mad. So I just ended up ordering it offline from the Spirit Halloween site. But I wanted to buy it like in person already, you know? Like, damn, dude, I hate it when that happens. Let me see. Calzezano says, I'm doing fine. I just finished talking about wrestling with my brother. The Halloween background makes me excited for the Halloween game. Yeah, it looks awesome, right? It looks awesome. Apple I seen a kid jump off the diving board, saw an S fall from him, and it landed deep end of the pool. I almost lost it laughing. That's nasty. That's nasty. Casizano says, oh, bro, I'm in Georgia. Oh, my bad, bro. My bad. I don't know why I'm thinking Florida. But yeah, bro, hell yeah. I hope everything is good out there, bro. Casizano says, the upcoming weekend, it'll be chill one week, but it'll be my birthday, so I'll be celebrating all week next week. Awesome, bro. Happy early birthday, Cosplayzano. Happy early birthday, bro. Apple Rick says, I went a hot topic to get myself gothic clothes. I got a choker and a spike bracelet. People stay away from me now. I'm glad. Awesome. Hell yeah. I told you, Apple Ricky. Casizano says, I'll be 30 next Wednesday. I do a birthday week for myself every year. Awesome, bro. Hell yeah. I turned 35 in June, so I've already been like, my birthday's already been gone for a while, you know? But yeah, man, happy early birthday, bro. Glad to hear, man. Hope you spend it well and safe. Casizano says, thanks for the love. Yeah, man, you too, man, as well. Hell yeah. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Let's get it up to 20. We're almost there. We are almost there. We are almost there, guys. We are almost there. All right, just looking up some of the movie news I'm going to be talking about right now. I'm just looking up some of the movie news. Apple says, I feel like a badass wearing those clothing. I feel like a badass wearing those clothing. Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, I haven't worn my leather jacket in a while because it's too hot right now. But once Halloween, September comes around, I'm going to start wearing my leather jacket again when I go out. Hell yeah, Apple yeah. I love punk rock clothes and gothic and grunge and all that alternative clothing. I grew up wearing that, dude. All that stuff before it was like super mainstream. It was mainstream at the time as well when I was like about your age, but it's like more mainstream now. I see you cut your hair. Yes, bro, I got a haircut. I'm telling you, I'm going to be playing Billy Loomis in like about a few weeks. So I had to trim the sides and let it grow out from the sides a bit again. So I'm able to slick the hair back and let the hair fall down towards my eyes like Billy. Cazezano says, I thought you would let it grow for Scream. I am letting it grow back again. You see, it's pretty long still. It's just that my hair's wavy. My hair's wavy, so it doesn't look super straight when I don't style it, you know? Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty long still. When I do my hair, it's like up to here. It's just that my hair's wavy, so it's not gonna look long right now, you know what I mean? My hair's wavy. Yeah, it's because Billy has the sides kind of like a little short, but kind of slicked back, you know? So I had to do that, you know? But my hair's long. It's just wavy. Look, it covers my eyes still. So when I grease up my hair, like it all falls down like what? A little past my eye. Yeah, you see? It falls down a little past my eye. The hair is there still. It's just the sides I mainly trimmed. Calzedano says, all right, Pizza Hayden, a.k.a. Kirby. She was a fun character and love that she came back in the New York Scream. I know, dude. That sucks, right? After I finished the live stream on Sunday, oh, man, I got that news. I was like, bro, she... Okay, well, we'll get into that right now. We'll get into all the news and all that stuff right now. Let me just say what's up to everyone. MJ Squishy says, hi, what's up, MJ? How you doing? How you doing, MJ Squishy Vlogs? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Hard Talk Wednesdays. Today is episode 87, I think, or 86. I forgot exactly. 86, I think. Yeah, but yeah, thank you so much for joining us here on the channel. Please smash the thumbs up right there. Get us up to 18, please. And let us know what you're planning on doing this weekend, MJ Squish. What's up, says MJ Squish. What's up? How you doing, MJ? Apple says, I'm also getting therapy soon. Awesome, Apple good. Glad to hear. I'm glad to hear you're focusing on your mental health. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Awesome, Apple hell yeah. Stay healthy. Cosidano says that Billy Loomis hairstyle gonna look fire on you. Yeah, it's gonna look sick on camera. And then with all the makeup on my face, because I got like some acne scars. You know, I popped some pimples throughout my life on my face. So I'm gonna have to wear makeup on my face, you know, because Billy's got that clear skin going on. I don't, you know. So I'm gonna have to wear makeup on my face. I'm gonna do the de-aging thing on my face as well, and my brother who's playing Stu, so he could look closer to 17-year-olds, you know? But yeah, it's gonna be fun, bro. I can't wait. I already ordered the 30th anniversary costume. I'm still waiting on the masks. I ordered 2 separate masks. One for Wicked Milk for helping me out with the Ends fan film, and one just to have for collection, you know? And I ordered the 30th anniversary costume already, and I'm glad that costume comes with a separate mask already that doesn't come with that big hood. So we'll just use that one for the fan film, and I could have one to send out to Wicked Milk, and one to keep for collection as well. Yeah, dude, this Scream 96 fan film is gonna be cool. It's gonna be awesome. We're also looking for our Maureen Prescott. We are also looking for someone to play Maureen Prescott, man. That's the only hard part. We got our Billy, we got our Stu, we got our Ghostface. We just don't got Maureen yet. Cosizano says, we got to discuss our Blade fan film when you have time, of course. Hell yeah, bro. Just DM me on Instagram. Just DM me, bro. Aporeki says, because I got a lot of problems like anxiety. My bad, guys. Got a burp. Aporeki says, because I got a lot of problems like anxiety, depression, anger issues, hard time letting stuff go, friendship issues, daddy issues. Yeah, I think almost every human has those issues, even men as well, you know? Even men. But I like I remember they used to try to give me therapy in high school as well. Like I said, I used to have a lot of, or mainly all those issues as well in high school and in my early 20s. I remember going to therapy, but it didn't work for me. Therapy didn't work for me. What worked for me was just like starting to play in bands, skateboarding, you know, painting masks, just staying busy with stuff. You know what I mean? That's what works for me. It's just like, I'm older now, you know, so stuff doesn't really get, it doesn't get to me at all like that anymore, like when I was younger. But yeah, when you get older, Aporeki, stuff won't really matter as much. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. It may seem hard to believe. But you'll be okay. Trust me, Aporeki, you'll be okay. Cosizano said hi. Aporeki says, but I'll be fine. Exactly. You see, that's what I said right now. Cosizano says, I got you. Patsy Hall says, I got dad issues. I think almost every human has mom and dad issues. I don't think it's exclusive to women. Patsy Hall. And what's up, Patsy Hall? If you're new here to the channel, welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. My name is Frank. Today is Horror Talk Wednesdays, episode 86. Please like and subscribe to the channel. If you're a horror movie fan, smash the thumbs up right there and let us know what your favorite scary movie is. And yeah, Patsy Hall, Aporeki, I don't think daddy issues are only exclusive to women. I don't think so. Because I met dudes that have daddy issues as well. Their dad was like overbearing or an asshole growing up, you know? So it's not exclusive to women. And guys have mommy issues too as well. And girls can have mommy issues too as well if the mom is toxic and all that stuff. So it's not exclusive to just girls, guys. So don't worry about it, you know? Y'all will be okay. Like, I think I might have had some daddy issues when I was younger as well, because my dad was pretty overbearing and kind of, you know, an old school toxic dude, you know, from the 50s, you know? So yeah, it's not only a girl thing. Cosizano says, the issue I got is gaining more weight, eating triple the amount I should do it. I don't like gaining weight, bro. I eat a lot, trust me. I eat a lot of food. I just don't gain weight, but it's probably because I skateboard a lot. I skateboard and I go dancing a lot as well, so that helps out. Yeah, I like being skinny. Aporeki says, sorry about that, Patsy. Patsy Hall says, it's okay. Cosizano says, your dog trying to say what's up to the chat, huh? Yeah, my dog, all right. They're always biting my hand and my fingers here, bro. I hate that. Cosizano says, men can have daddy issues too. That's what I said, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly. Like Michael Jackson, perfect example. Cosplayzano, Michael Jackson was a perfect example of a man who had daddy issues because his dad was a jerk. And that's what causes those kinds of issues, bro. It's trauma. Cosplayzano, am I right or am I right? Michael Jackson, perfect example of a man with daddy issues, you know? Because his dad was an a-hole, dude, an a-hole. That's, you know, that would cause me to have an issue with my dad as well, you know? Yeah, you know, so it's like, it's not only exclusive to women. Aporeki says, the person got balls to take the ass on the floor at school. I know. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. That kid is crazy. And that's crazy. Well, what is this, like the first week back? Aporeki. What is this, like the first week back of school or what? Patsy retracted her message. Aporeki says, yeah, I know. Cazilano says fiction, but Freddy Krueger had daddy issues too. Yeah, he did. Jason Voorhees. Jason Voorhees didn't even have a dad, you know? Jason Voorhees didn't even have a father. But that still contributed to his craziness, was not having a father. That's also causes daddy issues, you know? You didn't have a father in your life, so bam, you're gonna like try to find ways to cope of not having that. So that's Jason Voorhees as well. Michael Myers, I think Michael Myers has a whole family issue, if you ask me, you know? Cosplayzano, what do you think of Michael Myers? You think Michael Myers has daddy or mommy issues? Or you think he has a problem with the whole nuclear family in general, you know? Because, yeah, Michael Myers became popular in a time when the nuclear family was a big thing still, you know? Hence why they later on, they made him kill off his whole family members, you know, to revolt against the whole nuclear family thing. Billy Loomis had mommy issues. And it looked like he had daddy issues as well, because his dad looked like a jerk, overbearing jerk as well. Looks like he had him under an iron fist. If you watch Scream 1, when he gets arrested at Sydney's house, and they're at the police station getting questioned, and then Billy says he went out for a ride. His dad was like, "You went out last night?" That automatically shows me that that's an overbearing dad as well, you know. Apple Ricky says, yes. First week back. Damn, that's crazy, Apple Ricky. I think this is my little sister's second week back. But damn, first week back and they're already doing... Imagine what the rest of the year's going to bring. Oh, man. Oh, man. Apple Ricky, you're going to remember this at the end of the year. At the end of the year, you're going to remember. Oh, I remember the beginning of this year, someone took a dump on the school bathroom floor. Lee Marvin says, do you play horror games as well, like Hello Neighbor, Bendy, I think Machine, or Dark Revival, or Bendy Slender, 8 Pages, Slender, The Arrival? I haven't played those, bro. I played Diablo, though. I played Diablo, which is a horror game as well. I played Diablo 4. I'm waiting on the Halloween game, though. I'm waiting on the Halloween game and the new Alien game as well. The new Dead by Daylight, the new Wolverine, the new Halo. Me and my brother are going to get all those games, bro. We're going to be in here just streaming gaming. So when all those games get... Halloween comes out soon as well. I'm gonna buy the limited package or collector's edition, whatever that comes with like a figure as well. Yeah. So yeah, dude. So of course, when the Halloween game comes out, I'm gonna be gaming and streaming a lot here on the channel, a lot. And GTA, we're also getting GTA as well. Alporeki says that girl's wild to do that. I know, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's nasty. That's some 90s kid shit right there. That's some 90s kid stuff right there. That's the kind of stuff I grew up with, dude. Kids back then were ruthless like that. Cosmidon says, Michael Myers just don't like no one. He'll be okay once no one exists. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Michael Myers, yeah, he doesn't have mommy or daddy issues. Like, I think he just hates families, you know? He hates seeing happy families, so he just kills them. Ghosty says, what's up? What's up, Ghosty Edits? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Hard Talk Wednesdays, episode 86 or 87. I forgot again, man. But yeah, what's up, bro? How you doing? Glad to see you. Ghosty says, I am kind of upset. Why, Ghosty? Why? Ghosty says, but doing okay. How are y'all? We're doing great, bro. We're doing great. Let us know why you're upset, man. Maybe we could cheer you up, Ghosty. Maybe we could cheer you up and let us know what you've been up to, Ghosty Edits. What you've been up to, Ghosty Edits. Let me know. Cosmidano says, I'm doing fine, Ghosty, just chilling. Apariki says, it smelled horrible. Of course, it's freaking poo. Of course it smells horrible. Apariki says, and my dog did that yesterday on the bare floor. Yeah, but dog poo doesn't smell as bad as, like, human poop, dude. Like, sometimes my dogs poop at night when I'm sleeping and I won't even smell it. But human poop, dude, human poop smells nasty because we eat so many different things and chemicals. And, pesticides and shit like that. That's in the food as well, you know? So our poo smells way gnarlier. Like, wait, man, if you ever go to Hollywood Boulevard, all you're going to smell is the smell of poo and piss all over the place. It just smells gnarlier than dog poo. I can tolerate dog poo longer than human poo, bro. Human poo, you'd want to die, especially in the hot sun. Ugh. Caliano says GTA 6 gameplay footage on Netflix August 27th. That's coming up. That's like, like next week. That's next week. I heard it was leaked. I heard some of it was leaked already. Ghosty says, that's good to know, Cosplay Zeno. Casiano says, Halloween game dropped a few second clip yesterday. Awesome. We'll check it out right now. We'll check it out right now. Costiana says, I'm upset because I'm going through some massive hardships. And it's just hard, but everyone is good at the end. Man, I pray that you get better, bro. I pray that you get better, man. I wish I could do more, but I can't, man. You know, I'm just one guy with one channel, you know, man. But all I can do is I hope and pray for you guys, bro. I hope you feel better, man. I hope your whole situation sorts itself out, man. Apple Records said, I can't believe someone did that on the first week. I know. I know. That is very, very crazy. That is gnarly. That is gnarly. That is gnarly, guys. That is gnarly. Aporegi says, what would you do if your future son did that? Well, I wouldn't really care if he didn't get caught, you know, and if he didn't tell me. But if he got caught and the school called me to discipline him and stuff like that, I would probably have to act like I care, you know, like, oh, young man, you need some serious discipline, you know, like, I don't even know how to be a parent, bro, you know, I would be so cheesy at acting like a parent. But yeah, obviously, like, if I did have a kid and he did pull some stuff like that, and I had to go to the school and like hear the explanation, obviously I would have to act like I'm some responsible parent, you know. But then later on, I would, like, when we're in the car or on the motorcycle driving back home, I would be like, haha, yeah, give me 5, you know, something like that, you know. Aporigi says, yeah, we already read that. We already read that. Hey, guys, I got some Welch's candy right here. We got some. All right, guys, we're gonna start getting into some movie news right here. We're gonna start getting it. We're gonna talk about Hayden Panettiere in a bit as well. We're gonna start getting into some movie news though. Aporegi says, I would too. Huh? Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Let's get it up to 20. Let's get it up to 20. Hey, guys, we got some X-Men movie news. We got some X-Men movie news. They're finally casting a brand new X-Men movie. It's been years since we've seen an X-Men movie. I think the last one came out, I think like in 2019, I think. Like in 2019, and I haven't seen an X-Men movie since then. But yeah, we're finally going to get a new X-Men movie. And I guess supposedly they're finally going to give us like that comic-accurate X-Men. Aporigi says, I would too. Aporigi says, it was me that did that. No way, that was you that did that at school? No way, that's crazy if you did. That's crazy. All right, guys, we're going to start getting into the first movie news. We're going to start getting into the first movie news right here, guys. Yahoo.com, it was reporting. Hold on, Aporigi says, I was bored. No way, Aporeki, no way. No way. Don't let them find out, though, because then you might end up going to a psych ward. That's why you have therapy, huh? Kaze says, bro, you got the best horror lives ever. You deserve more recognition. The fact that you take time to read everyone's comments, hope you thrive more. Had to say that. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Cosplay Zano. I appreciate that, man. All right, bro. We're going to start getting into the movie news. We're going to start getting into the movie news right now. Hold on. We got someone that came in. Blades and shit says, have you heard anything on the 30th Mask? Crypt Keepers Halloween literally blocked me for asking about it. They're going to be open to damn copy selection. If they're going to be open to damn copy selection. From what I heard with Crypt Keepers, yeah, because I ordered 2 masks from Crypt Keepers as well. I ordered 2 masks from Crypt Keepers as well. And they said that their order is taking long. That their order is taking long apparently because they have the biggest order out of all the Halloween stores apparently. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Blades and shit. And Blades and shit, what's up? If you're new here to the channel, welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. My name is Frank. Today is Horror Talk Wednesdays, episode 86. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you're a horror movie fan, Blades and shit. And yeah, that's the last thing I heard Crypt Keepers post on their Instagram was that they had the biggest order and that it was that it was taking long to ship. Let me see. Let me check it out again. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing is that, let me see. Yeah, so that's what I heard from Crypt Keepers is that their order's taking very long to get shipped to their store. Aporeki says, yeah, but when I first did it, it was literally in front of the whole class. That's crazy, Aporeki. You are crazy. Ghosty says, do you like combat sports like boxing, kickboxing, or MMA? I like UFC. It's very entertaining. MMA is the best martial art. Yeah, I like fighting. I grew up fighting in the street a lot, skateboarding. Like when you're a skater and you skate in the street, you get into a lot of street fights and stuff like that. So I've gotten into a lot of fights growing up. Fighting is fun. I like fighting. Last time I got into a fight was probably like 5 years ago. I was like going up against like 3 guys, dude, like 3 dudes. Luckily, my other friends that backed me up as well. Yeah, but I like fighting, but I don't do it for sport though. I don't do it for sport though. Blades and shit, thanks for that update, boss. I came from Instagram where I do follow the channel. Just wanted to come and see because, yeah, dude, they blocked me and won't listen to my texts. Who blocked you, Crypt Keepers? Crypt Keepers blocked you, bro? Hey, Blades and shit, who blocked you? Crypt Keepers? Damn, Crypt Keepers, that's crazy. It's because they're probably all fed up of people asking them and stuff. I remember I tagged them like a week ago. I tagged them in my I posted my Scarecrow Ghostface mask. I got a brand new Ghostface Scarecrow mask, and I posted it. You know, while we wait for the 30th anniversary mask, you know, I could just mess around with this, blah blah. I added them as a collaborator, and they took themselves off. Yeah, so it's because they're under fire, bro. They're under fire because, but you can't blame them though because last night I was on Instagram as well, and I saw that another store has finally barely got their shipment, you know? So I was like, oh, okay, so other stores are barely starting to get their shipment as well, you know what I mean? So yeah, Crypt Keepers are more than sure eventually will get their shipment, you know, they have to. They're a pretty big Halloween store, you know, where people buy from, you know, but yeah, it's because they're probably fed up with all the people hitting them up, you know, DMing them, texting them about the masks and stuff when they literally posted already that their shipment is delayed because it's the biggest shipment, you know. That's what I know, and it makes sense. It makes sense because, like I said right now, last night I woke up. I don't know. I think like around 3 in the morning. I always wake up around 3 for some reason, right? But yeah, I woke up around 3 in the a.m. in the morning, and I opened up my IG because like I got a message. I was just checking if it was like anyone, my friends, you know, were hitting me up or something. So a lot of my friends hang out late at night, you know. So I'm seeing if anyone's hitting me up and stuff. And then I saw right as soon as I opened Instagram, I saw another another Halloween store, basically another like mom and pop. Oh, cool, great. Finally, other stores are starting to receive the shipment. This must mean Crypt Keepers must be getting their shipment soon as well. So yeah, that's everything I know about the 30th anniversary mask. You could add that to horror movie news as well. Yeah, but yeah, for now I had to order the 30th anniversary costume. I had to order the 30th anniversary costume because you know the Crypt Keeper masks are taking long to get delivered. So I ordered the costume instead from Spirit Halloween. They only had the plus size available, but like I'm not complaining because the damn robe is huge in the first movie as well anyway. So it's like ordering a regular one. And we mainly want it for the mask anyway, you know? We mainly want it for that 30th anniversary mask for our Scream 96 fan film. So yeah. So yeah, that's all I know about the 30th anniversary mask and costume, you know? Like some stores are barely starting to get their shipment in, so expect yours soon. Expect yours soon. Crypt Keepers should get theirs soon as well. Crypt Keepers. All right, guys, let's start getting into movie news. Bro, come on. What's up with this damn Amber Alert? Apariki says, I did that in second grade. Remakes always happen. You're crazy, Apariki. Was this part 2? Hey, you should make a horror movie. Taking a dump in the school, part 1. And then taking a dump at school, part 2. The high school years. And then taking a dump in college, you know? Part 3. Ghosty says, you know about John Jones? He is very scary, not gonna lie. John Jones? Yeah, I know who that is. He's the kickboxer. He's the kickboxer. I know who that is. Aporegi says, hey Spock, how do you doing? Yeah, someone called me Spock once in my in a video. I think it was a Scream video that I posted up like 3-4 years ago. Like 3 years ago. 2023, I think. And yeah, I had this same haircut because I had gotten a hair trim. And someone called me Spock. I don't care. Spock's cool, bro. Hell yeah. Look at that. The Spock sign. Should I be Spock for Halloween? Nah, because then I had to pale my skin up. Spock's a very pale looking guy. That'll take hours. Hell no, makeup and then I'll wash it off. Aparegi says, what they say on Star Trek, live long and prosper. I think so, yeah. Spock, when he goes like that, I think he's the one who says that, right? Blades and shit says, yeah, man, it sucks. Because I wanted to talk to Dave about it. And all who would answer was Liz, his secretary. So it's all good, hopefully. But no, bro, like my locals here in 956 just got them. And sold out. Yeah, bro, yeah. I went to Spirit Halloween. Yesterday with my friend because what did we do? Yeah, we went to go see The Odyssey yesterday. I actually saw The Odyssey yesterday. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty cool, actually. This is probably like the only movie I like Tom Holland in. This was like the only movie he actually looked like a badass in. I actually think he shines more in like historical epics than he does in superhero movies. But that's a conversation for another time. But yeah, after The Odyssey, me and my friend went to go print some flyers for it. We'll be playing punk bands as well. So we were posting up flyers around Hollywood for our next show coming up. And then after that, we went to Spirit Halloween. Went to Spirit Halloween on Wilshire, right there here in LA. And dude, I thought they were going to have the costume because someone on YouTube posted that he found the costumes there and stuff, you know? Man, when I went, I didn't find anything. I checked the kids section, nothing. I checked the adult section, nothing but 25th masks, nothing but yeah, they didn't have it, bro. They didn't have it. They didn't have the costume, you know? And then I wanted to go to Spirit Halloween in Pasadena. But we were like around Hollywood area, so it was way across town. By the time we got there, Spirit was gonna be closed, you know? So I had to order it. From the website. But I'm glad I ordered it from the website because I got it at retail price. Because I saw some people trying to resell that costume for like 100, 200. Yeah, some people are like 500 for the 30th anniversary costume. That's only like $60 and maybe like $70 with tax, you know? Like, bruh, hell no. Hell no. But yeah, eventually the 30th anniversary costume and mask is going to be widely available, bro. It's just because it's brand new, you know? It's a brand new release right now, so everyone's going crazy for it, you know? It's just like when the 25th anniversary costume and mask came out. It was getting sold out because everyone was all hyped up on it. But no one even cares about it anymore. Because yesterday, I went to Party City and I saw a bunch of 25th masks. I saw a bunch of 25th costumes, you know? So eventually, like in a year, you're going to just see them there at Party City and Halloween and all the stores just in bulk because no one's going to be hyped on them no more. But yeah, you'll eventually get yours. Ghosty says, I want an official movie about Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers if they fought. I mean, that'll be kind of boring though, don't you think? Don't you think that would be kind of boring though? Because like they don't talk, you know? Like how would the plot progress? You know what I mean? Unless you have like a group of kids, like in Freddy versus Jason, that are like being followed by Jason and Michael. Like how would the plot progress though in a movie where two killers that don't talk? You know? Like like that's why you need someone like Freddy or Pinhead in these versus movie. Someone to give all that cheeky, witty '90s dialogue, you know. And then you got Jason and Michael just looking all confused with their mask on, you know. So I would be curious to know how would the plot would progress in a in a Jason versus Michael movie. Blade says, "Hell yeah, dog! That's it. Can't wait to see the film, and hopefully we see a we see our shit soon, bro. For real, bro. Yeah, yeah. That's the yeah. I ordered two masks for my Scream '96 fan film that we're gonna be doing in a few weeks. I ordered one for the shoot, you know, for a prop to wear as the costume, and I had ordered another one for my editor for making me the intro for my Halloween Ends fan film. So I'm gonna mail that one to him. But since I bought the 30th costume already, I'm just gonna keep my 30th mask, the single one, and just keep it for collection, and just use the 30th anniversary mask that comes already with the small hood, and just use that for the shoot. Caldidano says, "Did you revisit Welcome to Derry?" I haven't, bro. I have not. I haven't gotten HBO Max yet. I haven't gotten HBO Max yet, man. Cozy says Jason would actually obliterate Michael in raw strength, durability, and pain intolerance. Yeah, depending what Jason though and what Michael, because Jason is pretty huge. It's like a human in like the first three. Wait, it's right, 13 part 2, part 3. Yeah, like the first three movies he's in. Jason is still kind of like human, you know. So it would depend what versions of Michael and Jason. Hey, too bad Ghosty edits. No, not Ghosty edits. Twisted Emo. Too bad Twisted Emo's not here, or else he would have debated you on that one. He's a big Michael Myers fan. He likes Michael Myers more. Twisted Emo would have sick debated you on that right there. Alporiki says Raquel happened sequel and remake of me. Oh, okay. Requel happened sequel and remake of me, huh? That's funny, Alporiki. Alporiki says, have you seen Frankenweenie? Yes, that movie came out when I was like a 9th grader in high school. I remember. Oh, no. That movie came out when I was like in 8th grade, I think. Frankenweenie. Remember the Goonies? Of course, bro. It's a classic. Blades and shit. No, but I just got recommended that movie today as well. Definitely plan on checking that out. Yeah, and those costumes hit my store as well. I found out they sold out and like second after they opened as well. Yeah, there was people already waiting for them, huh? Man, you know what's crazy, bro? Yo, Blades and shit. You know what's crazy? That all that shit sells out so fast now. Back like 15 years ago when Scream 4 came out, you would go into Party City, Spirit Halloween, back in the day, or whatever Halloween store was there was, and you would go to the Ghostface section and the stocks were full with EUs, Scream 4 tagged stuff, you know. At the time, like 15 years ago when Scream 4 came out, I thought I was like the only weirdo that was into collecting Ghostface and Michael Myers masks around my area, you know? Because back then, like 15 years ago, like the friends I had were like very like, what is it called? Stereotypical kind of like Hispanic people, you know? They were like taggers, gangsters, you know, a lot of druggies and stuff. So a lot of them weren't into movies and like being creative and artistic, you know? They thought all that stuff was like lame, you know? For nerds and stuff, but you know what I mean. So yeah, back in those days, I feel like not everyone was into collecting. Well, there was people, like older people that knew what was up, but I don't feel like everyone was into collecting like on a hyper, like on a hyper scale that we are now. So like when Spirit Halloween and all these stores would open with new stock, especially when a new movie would come out, like Scream 4 came out that year in 2011. The stocks would be full of all the new merchandise because not everyone was scalping back then, you know? Now, I don't even think anyone was really scalping back then. Back then, people were trying to sell screen use shit still, you know? Like store-bought stuff didn't mean really anything back then, you know? You could there I don't even think there was really a market for scalping back then, to be honest. To be honest, but yeah, now though, now those stores, all the scalpers go and buy all that shit up and resell it online. And that's the problem now, is the scalpers. Because like I said earlier, back like 15 years ago, I don't even think there was like that big of a market for scalpers back then, to be honest. Back then, everyone was trying to buy actual screen used stuff, you know? No one cared about remade store stuff, you know? So that's why all the stocks would be full of Ghostface and all the EUs and stuff. But now you go and they're all gone because the scalpers resell all this shit for more on eBay, Etsy. There wasn't all these freaking apps to sell stuff on back then either, you know? Only eBay, or you had to make your own freaking website back then still. So there was less of a market for scalpers, but now it's like so easy just to make your own freaking Instagram or page where you could sell shit, you know? So that's why all these things like disappear from the shelves really quick nowadays. Ghosty retracted his message. Cosizano says Critters versus Gremlins would have been great to see. Yeah, that would have been awesome. I'm surprised they didn't even do that. Cosplayzano, I think they're sleeping on versus movies, bro. Me and my little brother were discussing that, I think yesterday or, yeah, I think yesterday or Monday or some fucking day. I don't even, Sunday? I don't even know anymore. But yeah, me and my little brother were discussing that. Yeah, they're sleeping on versus movies, bro. They are very, very, very hardcorely sleep. I didn't even know that's a word, hardcorely. But yeah, they're fucking up because they're sleeping on versus movies. Freddy vs. Jason was pretty damn successful. I remember seeing it everywhere back then. They are sleeping on versus movies, dude. We need more versus movies. Cosplayzano, don't you think we need more versus movies? Ghosty says Michael would starts talking when he gets beaten by Jason Lil. By Jason Lil, Michael starts talking. Like, hey, what's up, Jason? What you doing, bro? Ghosty says, laugh out loud. Cosizano says, we need more horror villains versus horror villains. Yeah, exactly. More versus movies. Blazing Ship, dead ass. Critters versus Gremlin is a crazy movie just waiting to happen, right? Cosizano says, Blazing Ship, facts, we need it. Ghosty says, I want to see Jason Voorhees on Pride 6 go up against Michael Myers. Hey, that's good. That's a good one. Yeah, that's good, Ghosty, because they're both... Michael Myers is literally like Jason in that movie. He can't die. You stab him, burn him. He can't die at all. Can't die at all. He's under a satanic curse, the curse of Thorn. Remember that. Jason Voorhees is literally under a curse too. He's a zombie as well. Comes back to life. The Crystal Lake curse. Cosmizano says, I'm a big Michael Myers fanatic. Me too, bro. But I love both Jason and Michael, bro. I love them both equally because I grew up with both of them. In the summertime, I'm in my Jason phase. Fall, I'm in my Michael phase. Sometimes Ghostface, because Scream sometimes does take place during the fall as well. I called the man a P word, and he told me to man up. It was hilarious. That's embarrassing. I know that's hilarious. Why would he tell you that, stupid guy? Twisted Emo says, damn, I'm late again. Sorry, man. No worries, Twisted Emo. No worries. Hey, I want you to meet Ghosty Edits. Twisted Emo, I want you to meet Ghosty Edits. He says Jason will beat Michael Myers up. Ghosty Edits. I want you to meet, Ghosty Edits and Twisted Emo. I want you guys to meet each other. Twisted Emo, Ghosty Edits says Jason Voorhees will whoop Michael Myers. What do you think? Appareki says, hey, Twisted Blades and shit said, nombre. Bro, I remember that too in the early 2010s. Late 2000s, I used to see them all over as a young chat, better quality EUs and everything. Yo, they were thicker back then. I have a Scream 4 EU from back then, from 2011. I bought it during the Scream 4 era. I bought it during the Scream 4 era, 2011. I got it signed by Jamie Kennedy at the convention last year. But yeah, the EUs were thicker back then. Now some of them are kind of floppy and they bend back, huh? And I feel like that marshmallow smell, that vanilla smell is a little different too. It doesn't smell exactly like the original vanilla scent. There's like a difference to it, kind of, I noticed. It's like, I don't know, a bit more minty-ish, I feel. The other vanilla scent was I feel more stronger, a little more like dull, the smell. Twisted Emo says, I've been filming my Michael Myers animatronic and watching my baby sister. Awesome, bro. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I saw the animatronic yesterday at Spirit Halloween. I saw it. If you follow me on Instagram, check out my story. But yeah, the hair was horrible, though. The hair needed combing. It was like all long and stuff. It looked like dreadlocks. Twisted Emo says, also, hey, Lost Girl. Blazing shit says, yeah, that's what sucks about today, dog. They be selling them on eBay for $150 a mask. Like if they're not gonna be like they're not gonna be sitting on shelves once the hype dies, bro. Even once the hype dies, there's motherfuckers still trying to sell those masks for like 90, 100 bucks. I've seen on earlier this morning. I was looking for the 30th anniversary costume on Google, and I found some the 30th anniversary costume, and I found some 25th masks like on Etsy. And some fools are still trying to sell those for like 80 bucks a piece, you know? Like, hell no. Hell no. I could just go to Spirit Halloween and get 25th mask for $19.99, you know? Like, why would I pay 80 bucks a piece, bro, for a mask that I could get at retail price, you know? It's just dumb. But I guess people who don't know about collecting and quality of masks and who don't know how money works, I guess that's like their downfall. You know that saying that goes, a fool and his money will soon part ways. Twisted Emo says, my dad gave me a pretty old Bible. He said he can have it. I'm like the fourth generation to have it passed down to, I think. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. My mom also passed me down my father's Bible once he died. Hell yeah. I have it in my drawer. Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I could relate a lot to that because the same thing pretty much happened to me. Like I said, my mom passed me down my dad's Bible as well after he passed. Aporegi says, I seen on the news someone went on It's a Small World. He had no clothes on and was going where the water is. Imagine seeing that, especially with your younger sibling or kid. Yeah, dude, that's horrible. I would sock that, dude. Boom. Knock him in the water. Cazidano says, exactly, sleeping heavy on Versus movies. I'll draw more of a fan base for sure. I know, bro. It'll draw more of a fan base because it'll be like, oh, we're on this team. Oh, we're on this team. It'll be massive hype. It'll be massive hype because people will be citing. Like, remember for the Freddy versus Jason, how some people were siding with Jason, some people were siding with Freddy. You know, that whole Versus thing causes massive hype. Massive cultural hype, you know? Also, when the Twilight movies came out, Team Edward versus Team Jacob, that had a lot of hype as well, that whole Versus thing in movies. They're sleeping on the Versus stuff, bro. That could generate a lot of box office money, man. Blade says, I low-key think Jason's got that. Wait, what is it? I low-key think Jason's got that tough man. He is a tough man. Aporegi says, we got to see who's winning, Jason or Michael. Blades and shit says, yeah, dude, for sure the new masks are cool, but the old EU's got more of a fear factor to them. Yeah, they just had a more different shape, right? They're more sleek now. I noticed that Scream 5 came out. I think they redesigned the mask and they made them more sleek. Like they have less imperfections, you know? Like the older masks, like that's why they remade the 30th anniversary mask, because people like the imperfections of the production of the old masks. The squinty eye, that little dimple like right here, and then in the mouth as well. The newer ones are very sleek, and they don't even. And the older Ghostface masks look like a ghost in pain. You know, like crying. You know, the newer ones look like a ghost that's just surprised, like the newer Ghostface masks. They look surprised. The older Ghostface masks from the 90s, early 2000s and 2010s, they were all based on that Edward Munch painting. Have you guys seen that Edward Munch painting, The Scream, with the guy on that boardwalk in the sun going? They were based on those masks, so that they had more of that scary, like uncanny valley look, you know. Versus like when Scream 5 came out, I feel like they redesigned the mask, to be more sleek and more perfect looking, you know? Aparegi says, I told this man to man up and called him a P word. That's hilarious and embarrassing. Hell yeah, imagine getting called that by like a 16 or 17-year-old. I'd be embarrassed. Blade says, nombre, bro, they haven't sold them at all. Puro resellers. I know, right? I hate resellers. I ain't buying no reseller. I'll just wait for my stuff to get in the mail. Justin Emo says, to be honest, Part 6, Jason and H4 Michael fought. I think, in my opinion, H4 Michael would win. H4 Michael is the strongest Michael for me. H4 Michael. You think H4 Michael would beat Part 6 Michael? What do you think, Ghosty Edits? What do you think? What do you think, Ghosty Edits? What do you think? What do you think, Ghosty Edits? What do you think? Calderón says, right, we need to be horror producers because we have bright ideas. I know, bro. I agree. Apparatus says, egging somebody's house on Halloween would actually be kind of funny. We used to do that in the 90s and the 2000s. I remember doing that with my friends and TPing people's houses with toilet paper, and then or getting dog poop and throwing it on the porch, ringing the doorbell, and then setting it on fire, and then having someone come out and step on it. Yeah, we used to do all that. Or throw rotten eggs at the house. Even worse, it'll smell. Calzidano says, Michael Myers is the OG to start it all. So no one is dethroning the OG. I said what I said. Laugh out loud. What about Leatherface, though? Texas Chainsaw Massacre already had the slasher formula as well, just like Halloween. Blade says, deadass, bro, the eeriness of those old Fantastic Faces masks is just for real. Just way better than the clean, symmetrical shape. Yeah, that's what I mean. They made them more like symmetrical, more, I guess, like, I don't even know, but it looks more like the Marshmallow Man now to me. from Ghostbusters. Twisted Emo says, sure, Part 6, Jason ripped someone's arm off, slowly crushed a cop's head, bent the sheriff backwards, but dude kept flying back from shotgun like Kevin Hart. Yeah, that's funny. Twisted Emo says, H1 Michael got shot 7 men with shotguns. I count how many people had shotguns in the other Halloween 4 when Michael got shot. And all Michael was fall back and took all the bullets from him to fall back. Yeah, he got shot with a machine gun too as well. Remember, Calzidano says yes, and I could be like Stephen King and Wes Craven, huh? You and I could be like Stephen King and Wes Craven. Hell yeah, bro. I wouldn't mind that. Tristan says H4 Michael tore off a cop's arm just off screen. Same with Deputy Logan. He ripped his arm off and head off lifted. Brady crushed his neck and skull through an electrician multiple feet in the air. Alvarez says, I want to do this. Push shit in a bag and light it up on a doorstep. That's funny. That's funny. All right, guys, we're going to get into the movie news. We got some X-Men movie news right here, guys. Listen up. Yahoo.com is reporting. Listen up, guys. Listen up. Yahoo.com is reporting X-Men. Indy Navarrete's rogue casting as MCU. Fans pushing back on Obsession claims. All right, are you guys against Indy Navarrete from Obsession playing Rogue in the new X-Men movie? How do you guys feel about her being cast as Rogue? Just anyone says, so for me, H4 Michael would would win. But Part 6, Jason, I think would put up a brutal fight. But what do you think? What do you think, Frank? I mean, I don't know, bro. They're both equally as strong to me in those movies, man, honestly. So I wouldn't know what to pick, honestly, bro. I hate it when people ask me questions like that. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. Indy Navarrete's recent casting in a Marvel's X-Men reboot has sparked fan debate over her fame from Obsession. The actress was announced to play Rogue in the film during Marvel Studios' panel at D23 Expo last week. Previously, Navarrete has expressed interest in joining MCU and has confirmed she had spoke with director Jake Schreier. Some fans have questioned whether her recent popularity from Obsession played a major role in the landing the high-profile Marvel role, on the other hand, some fans are pushing back on the idea, arguing that delivering a strong performance in a smaller project usually leads actors to land bigger opportunities. Paul Tassi says, if you watch those 47 episodes of Superman and Lois, you would be flooded that Indy Navarrete blew up like this. Not an insult, zero fault of her own. She was just given a little significance in the show all that time. Mad at her mom, mad at her dad, mad at Jordan. Okay, so yeah, that's okay. Let me see what else. Forbes with Paul. Forbes writer Paul Tassi noted. Forbes writer Paul Tassi noted Navarro was a relative unknown before appearing in Obsession. The actress has a recurring role in Superman and Lois, where she played Sarah Cushing. I think she'll kill as Rogue. Now that we know she can do, but now that we know what she can do, but man, this felt so random. As Obsession and Nikki were blowing up, wrote Tassi on social media. Justinimo says, I do see it as a tie, so that maybe would be a tie. Yeah, right? I agree. Cosidano says, take care, Frank. Enjoy your week. Catch you Friday in your life. Take care, man. Take care, bro. Take care. Matt Jarbo says, I completely understand why Marvel picked Indy Navarrete as Rogue over Kaylee Spaney. The answer is Obsession, and the people getting mad over it have entirely lost the plot. Before Obsession, Indy was primarily known as a Superman and Lois. Then this $750 horror movie became a show more. Matt of Jarbo of the Hollywood After Dark podcast also noted that Obsession's success directly resulted in Navarette's landing in the Marvel role. Prior to her casting, Kaylee Spaney was popular fan cast for Rogue. However, as Jarbo notes, Indy has that one thing Hollywood desperately wants: heat. Marvel's new X-Men movie turns breakout stars into franchise players. Marvel recently unveiled its new X-Men cast, with Navarrete joining Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, Kit Connor as Cyclops, Samara Weaving as Emma Frost, Christopher Abbott as Professor X, Maya Boyd as Storm, and Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister. The cast includes Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister. That's crazy. The cast includes well-known actors as well as relative newcomers. Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige has already publicly said that the next phase of Marvel projects will heavily focus on the mutants. The upcoming X-Men will be the first of many projects in the mutant saga, while also existing alongside established franchise like Black Panther. The X-Men reboot is scheduled to hit theaters in May 2028, putting Navarette's Rogue on the center of growing interest. Alright guys, so yeah, some people don't like it. Some people just gonna have to deal with it, you know? Like, I wasn't a really big fan of her as Rogue as well, but it's just something I'm gonna have to deal with, you know, because I can't change that. I can't change that at all. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Alright guys, my bad. My sister was just knocking on the door. But yeah, guys, some people don't like it. Oh well. I mean, I've seen some of the fan edited pictures of Indy Navarrete as Rogan. I mean, she's got like the face thing going on. She's got like the attitude and like she's got like the facial expressions. Rogan's a very expressive character, you know? So I mean, who knows? And I'll be honest, she looked pretty hot as Rogue in some of the pictures. So who knows what'll happen? I don't really care anymore, honestly. I did want Kaylee Spaney better, though. I did like her as Rogue, but whatever. I don't care. I don't own these franchises. Apple Reagan says, imagine you're about to kiss a girl and her breath was terrible. Yeah, that's no bueno. That's no bueno, Apple Reagan. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. Tosanimo says, also about the new Michael Myers that I'm trying to get. Mine came with pretty long hair. And you see my post how it looked before I trimmed it and fluffed it out a bit. Yeah, you should comb it back. I think because I felt the hair yesterday. I was at Spirit and I felt the hair and I feel like you could just comb it back. Put hairspray on it and just comb it back. Tesanimo says, so I'm pretty sure all of them come with long hair. They're not messy, but it's just employees that mess the hair up. Careless, which makes people not really want to buy him, I guess. Yeah. It's because Trick or Treat Studios makes it look cool in their promotional shots, you know, because I think they comb the hair out. I think you're supposed to comb the hair out, just like on the Tots mask sometimes. You gotta comb the hair out so it styles, you know? So I think you gotta comb the hair out and fluff it together, yeah. Because I felt the hair. I felt the hair and it felt like camel kind of hair, you know, like the hair you use on the Myers masks. So I feel like you gotta just comb the hair out and it'll fluff out. And you could like style it, you know, with the little twisties on the sides and the pompadour and stuff. Apple Reagan says, was that Jaylene, my niece by fiction? No, those are my other little nieces. Those are my nieces. Jaylene is sleeping right now. My little sister Jaylene is sleeping right now. Those are my nieces. They came over with my sister, with my other older sister. Tesserimo says, if I'm a spirit worker, I'm treating everything as if they're my babies. Laugh out loud. Me too. Hell yeah. Me too, bro. Me too. I would do that too if I worked there as well. Mighty Sparrow says, hi, Frank. What's up, Mighty Sparrow? How you doing? I'm doing great, Mighty Sparrow. I'm doing great. Just chilling here on another live stream. Hollywood Horror Film Club Horror Talk Wednesdays, episode 86. Please smash a thumbs up. Yeah, Mighty Sparrow. Please get us up to 23 so more people can see this live stream when it goes up, bro. And let us know what you're doing this weekend, bro. What have you been up to, man? What have you been up to? I don't think I've seen you here on the live in a bit. What have you been up to? And yes, guys, it is with heavy heart that we have to pay tribute to, what is it? Hayden Panettiere. Rest in peace, Hayden Panettiere. From Scream 4, Scream 6, a lot of other movies that I saw growing up. Remember the Titans, Ice Princess. What else? She was in a lot of stuff, bro. Bring It On, the show Heroes. She was in a lot of things, bro. She was in a lot of things growing up, you know? And I just wanted to say rest in peace. You know, she was an awesome actress. She was her character Kirby was an awesome inspiration for me. She was badass, you know? And so was Hayden. She was also an inspiration as well. She was like one of those last like old school kind of like actors that still had that old school real kind of like 90s attitude, you know? That weren't so lost in like their fame and like delusion and stuff like a lot of now modern like actors are, you know. She was real. And she was part of like the realest franchise, you know, and she will be missed. That sucks, dude. That sucks that we lost a great one. Hayden Panettiere, rest in peace. Hope your family finds peace during this time. The Mighty Sparrow says, what happened to her? She died of an overdose, bro, which was really random. The Mighty Sparrow, she died of an overdose on Sunday. Like afternoon or in the morning or something. And, you know, and she had been dead most of the day. And they didn't announce her death until like after my live stream ended. And I was like, what? That's crazy. You know, it was so random, bro. It was so random, dude, because she was so young still. She was only like a year older than me. She was like 36, bro. It was so random, you know? So it's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy that happened. Rest in peace. Twisted Emo says the Freddy Fazbear reseller scalpers be like Pennywise from It Chapter 1 going, no, if Five Nights at Freddy fan wants him for his regular price instead of 29 billion trillion quadrillion dollars. I know that's crazy, right? That's crazy. Apple Ricky says, I'm going to write a film similar to Pet Sematary called Animal Graveyard. I thought of a character named Lily who has a pet rabbit and he gets buried in the pet cemetery like Church Lily is like Ellie. Awesome. That's actually very creative, Apple Ricky. I love the sound of that. Hulk Hogan says Hulkmania is still running wild, brother. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, brother? Hulk Hogan, brother. How you doing, brother? Hey, please smash the thumbs up, brother. What's up, Hulk Hogan? How you doing? Please smash the thumbs up, Hulk Hogan. Get us up to 23. So more people can see the live when it goes up. I said goes up. Mighty Sparrow says, yeah, that's crazy, right, Mighty Sparrow? That's crazy, bro, that she just died so randomly. Some people say it was like a sacrifice, you know, Illuminati type stuff, you know? You know, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, but, you know, who knows, man? Who knows what happened? Twisted Emo says, by the way, I was visiting my dad's girlfriend's place, and she had a daughter. So I put on my H4 costume, and then I burst through the door, and she screamed bloody murder. Awesome. Hell yeah. Glad to hear. I always love scaring my my other sister growing up as well with my masks and stuff, you know. So Sanimo says, "Oh yeah, so I'm really shocked about her death, man. I actually liked her. Yeah, she was cool, bro. I loved Kirby Reed. I loved Hayden. She was awesome. She has such a cool, down to earth attitude. That's what was so cool about her. She was so 90s. Like she was so 90s and 2000s, you know? She was like the it girl in like the 2000s for a while. Yeah, I remember, dude. Like I loved her like nonchalantness, like her cool, chill attitude in Scream 4, which she did bring a lot of her actual self into Kirby, you know? Because she really is like a very she was a very like nonchalant, chill chick, you know? Like she didn't seem to take things too personal and stuff like that. Yeah, she was awesome, bro. She was awesome. I loved her look in Scream 6 as well with her leather jacket. She looked like a bad girl, you know? Shooting ghost faces. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that sucks, man. All the cool people, somehow, all the cool people that I always like or that I'm a fan of, they always seem to die young. They always die in their 20s or 30s, you know? All the cool people that I like. But some boring ass people live until like they're freaking 90, you know? But yeah, man. Aparekis, I thought about these characters, Tate being like Gage, Robert and Heather being like Lois and Rachel. Tate would be the one who gets buried, and the old man that's just like Jude Chandler, named Arthur Sawyer. Yes, from Pet Cemetery, the old guy who runs the cemetery. Well, does he run it? I mean, I guess he maintains it, because he says he buried like a few dogs in that cemetery. Aparekis says, I never seen a zombie rabbit. That sounds cool. Zombie rabbit. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. Hell yeah, Poreki, hell yeah. But remember, don't copy too much from Pet Cemetery. Be inspired. You see, you get me? Be inspired, but don't directly copy. Try to make things your own a little bit, you know? Try. My bad, I had a tongue twister there. But yeah, try to make things your own a little bit, you know? Try to make your own original twists. You know what I mean, Apareki? Like Pet Cemetery had their twist. You could be inspired, you know what I mean? But don't be exactly like Pet Cemetery. Have your own original twist at the end of the film, you know? But you could also be inspired at the same time. But yeah, guys, thank you so much, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface and Michael Myers Collectors, for joining me here on the channel again for another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today for episode 86. Like I always say, please smash the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot in the algorithm. Smash the bell notification to be notified when I go live or upload new videos here on the channel. Hit the comments below. Share these videos with everyone you know so continue making more horror content here on the channel. Also follow me on Instagram for more horror content. If you'd like to leave a donation to the channel, sometimes we run out of fake blood, props, for prosthetics, masks for our fan films. Cash App link below as well. But if you can't do that, just keep smashing the thumbs up right there. Alright, guys, and I'll catch you guys on Friday for Slasher Fridays. Or you know what, guys? I might not be going live on Friday, to be honest. So I'll put up a notice. See what happens, alright? So Serimo says, well, see you, Frank. Sorry I couldn't join early like always, but great stream, brother. God bless you and hope you do it. God bless you, and I hope you have I hope you don't have a good day. I hope you have a good day. Awesome, bro. Take care, man. Take care, Twisted Emo and everyone else. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Make sure to keep watching horror movies and, stay